It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get to see the Eagles rocket on quarterback. He was a tour de force a week ago. 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Eagles and the Giants, just ahead on EA Sports.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store. The Giants taking on the Eagles up. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind we're in for a terrific game. A dream scenario to start it off for one side of the ball, a nightmare for the other to get this game started.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing to start the drive. Gibbs. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press. One team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Casey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Eagles at 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Eagles! Here's Watkins with career touchdown number 156. With Terrell Owens for 5th all-time. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. Tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll they'll take over at the 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. You know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
These guys like it right there and get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Downs.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around because he was the one
under pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles all of a sudden.
And got his man, complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Houston. Big play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New York set to take the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Gibbs. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gibbs. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Off-play action. Gibbs. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down. It's going to end up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 48 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. Sweep. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Operating from the gun. Sweep. This is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And New York set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Fighting through pressure. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Let's take it at around the 40. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Throwing on first down. Sweet. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the points. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Gibbs. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot to it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown Giants. Wandale Robinson, his first. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New York set to take the field. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun. Gibbs. Under pressure, they got him again.
That time multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Sweep.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Sweep. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Throwing it on 3rd and long. Gibbs, and he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Off the play fake. Sweep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Point after here coming up. And the rout is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And now out come the Giants.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Looking to throw. Gibbs. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He may go. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff up and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On third down. Downs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 27. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's still barreling through. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. That time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Gibbs. That's complete to Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, Gibbs. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Murray. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Sweet. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Eagles. Great effort there. 83 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there in the finals. First half, and the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line, so that'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A final shot before break. Sweet. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. So we've reached halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Off
play action. Sweep. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Downs. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Downs. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right.
Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to claw one back. Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Sweep. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Sweep. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Off the bootleg. Gibbs. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th. A conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Looking to throw. Gibbs. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. They run the counter. Downs takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Downs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New York ready to go again offensively. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the play.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Giants are able to at least get one score back. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Off play action. Sweep. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On second down, Downs, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Gibbs. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Houston set to take over. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't come.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Yes, folks. Interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Operating from the gun, Gibbs in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw. Gibbs. That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants. Touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw on second down. Sweet. And this throw incomplete. Over in that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Off the play fake. Sweet. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Big play there. 81 yards. And the Eagles are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Well, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Eagles. They get ready. And it would seem as if their three-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Off play action. Sweep. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Off the play fake. Sweet. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because
they've got his man complete. And that's going to be clear for the Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Eagles add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Downs. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
We paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Eagles. Great effort there. 77 yards.
And the Eagles have got it on cruise control. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On second down now. Downs. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 39.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day
long. On 3rd and 2, Gibbs throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Off play action. Gibbs. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun. Gibbs. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. Gibbs. This will be caught at about the 5.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On second down, they'll run it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Gibbs to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. He got 29 yards that time. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Sweet. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Off play action. Sweet. He's going to take another shot here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. Running right, here's McAllister. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guys scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
On did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they're going to score again. Another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just added to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work.
One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. Shrugs him off. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Sweep. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Off play action. Sweep. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, not giving them that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Gibbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The play fake. Gibbs. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides.